Welcome to AwakeningYOU channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. My heart always fills with joy every time I can come here to share a message with you. The entire process is progressing, the evolution of humanity, the evolution of the planet. Many understood that this entire process would always be a great spectacle, like something happening for all humanity to see, like lights in the sky indicating a new path, explosions of light happening across the planet. But many are not seeing any of this and continue inside their minds, believing that everything is at a standstill, that everything that was promised was a big sham, that nothing is happening. The Great Awakening, the Great Wave, is acting on the planet. Ah, but didn't you see a great wave of light coming? They haven't seen why their hearts aren't ready for it yet. Those who have a pure heart, 100% pure, would definitely see it. But the vast majority have not seen it and will not see it. There is still a long way to go before you can reach this point. Observe your world, observe the planet, observe the small events. Coincidence? For some, yes. Lights that have no explanation in the skies, for many continue to be human devices placed. The vast majority prefer not to believe that what is there is something they do not know. So what do you expect to see? A desperate humanity running through the streets, astonished, maddened, by a great wave that is coming and that will sweep the entire planet? This would not be a process of the light, bringing fear even more to humanity, would never be a process of Father or Mother God. Many are wondering, but where are the people who are going crazy, the people who are unbalanced? And I answer, how many people do you know on the planet? Oh yes, you have millions who gossip about your life daily, but do you know who is actually there? Okay, you have millions, but how many are there on the planet? But you have control over everyone, don't you? So don't ask silly questions, because every human being at this moment is living with their own madness, with their own challenges, and many don't know how to deal with them. Because they are deep and, above all, they are ugly, they are thoughts that for some are incapable of their sanctity. Yes, many of you think you are holy, perfect, everything you do is for the benefit of others, no matter what it is. Then the thoughts that come contrary to everything you have done to date. No, this is not from the light, because I have always done everything with love. It will be. Either you did it out of interest, or you did it out of pride, or you did it to be the one everyone should fawn over, and then your thoughts start to contest all of this and you don't understand. You think there is some funny spirit putting things in your head. This is how humanity is living, my sons and daughters. Many are not knowing how to deal with their own emotions, because they are ugly, they are not what they imagined they were, and they revolt and become more aggressive, more violent, because they can look inside. But I would say nothing is happening, right? Because you want to see big wars, you want to see battles, you want to see people fighting in the middle of the street, to demonstrate that they are unbalanced, that the great wave has begun. The Great Wave is an awakening to unconditional love, an awakening to Christic love. Not for the mess, not for the violence will be the result of those who really want to keep it functioning on the planet. Now, I would say to you this, what are you looking for, what event are you waiting for, a miracle? Oh, I see. It would be a great wave that would sweep away everything you did wrong from your minds and bodies, and everyone would suddenly be ready to just take a single step and be in the fifth dimension. That would be very easy, wouldn't it? And the hearts, and the minds, what would happen to them? Would they be changed too? So I'll give you an example. You live in a world full of dust, then one day you wake up and clean your house, it shines. But the next day, the dust is there again, because this is your world, polluted, full of dust, and you will have to clean it again, and so you have done over time. So make a parallel with your minds and bodies. This great moment would come, it would free you from everything, it would cleanse everything, but the next day, your minds would repeat the same acts, the habits would return, because they were not transformed. This is what you expect, a great ease in reaching the fifth dimension, a collective forgiveness of all the evils that you caused yourselves. Would that be impossible? Of course not, for God the Father or Mother nothing is impossible. But it would be necessary for humanity together to change their minds, change their habits, and God, Father or Mother, could forgive you all at once and you would be free from everything you committed. But it would take the heart vibrating very loudly, vibrating pure unconditional love throughout humanity. So that's what you expect, facilities. Nobody wants to go through the trouble of changing anything, giving up anything, changing their habits, their thoughts, their way of acting and speaking, nobody wants that. So you fight with yourself, trying to find reasons to believe that nothing is happening. Because you remain the same, as if you were waiting for something miraculous to happen and you woke up, all with a halo of angels over your heads. Unfortunately, my sons and daughters, this will not happen. The wave of awakening is there, acting in your mind, acting in your heart. Now it's up to you, to make room for her to act. And how does she act? She acts with her change, she acts according to her mind, according to her actions, according to her habits. Then it works, helping you to change, helping you to get rid of all this. But you need to take the first step, that you accept to change, that you accept that you make mistakes and that you have already made a lot of mistakes and that you don't want to make any more mistakes, you want to try to stay on the right path. This is the action of the awakening wave, don't expect anything else, don't expect miracles or apocalyptic visions, to be able to believe that something is happening. Look around you and you will see the change in people, you will see that the majority are in total imbalance because they cannot deal with their own emotions, they cannot accept that they need to lose habits that are contrary to the light. The day that humanity understands that everyone is equal before God the Father or Mother, that everyone has the right to everything and that respect for each one is essential, then yes, things will begin to change as a whole and all of humanity will move towards fifth dimension together. But as long as this doesn't happen, as long as you keep playing that you're changing, because that's what you do, I've changed, I have new habits. But when the time comes, they act exactly as they always have. As long as you continue to act this way, that wave, that awakening will move slowly. His speed depends on each of you, not us. What each person expects from their own journey. Now just don't forget that there is a time. Gaia is very accelerated in her evolution and then yes, at the right time, she will ascend and whoever is ready, she will take. Now those who tomorrow I start, tomorrow I change, tomorrow I see this. Maybe there is no time for you to follow Gaia and then you will cry, you will regret not having looked at everything with the necessary urgency and care. Understand, my sons and daughters, the time could be now. And then I ask you, would you be ready? What would be your answer?